It's divine. It's your empowerment time. It's Living a Healthy Lifestyle Show with your favorite holistic health coach, Carrie Kay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Living a Healthy Lifestyle Show with your favorite holistic health coach, Carrie Kay. How is everybody today? I am jumping on here today to have a special guest here in a few minutes coming in, but I wanted to talk to you. It's a hat hair today. Hat hair, you know, you're at the beach and you have all this nasty hair. So, but thank you guys for watching Living a Healthy Lifestyle Show today. And I just want to thank Dawn Reese for her Beauty Queen special and how we got this show started. And today I have a special guest who is going to be coming in just a few minutes. And we're going to be talking about how her life has been totally changed by God and how she has just excelled in all the things that she's doing right now. She's got a skincare line that she's coming out with called Mummy. And it's just awesome. It's really, really good for your whole entire body. And I met her at church, and so we're both into holistic stuff. So first, I want to start off by thanking the Lord for this amazing show. I could not have it without Him. He's done so much to help me. We gotta thank Him for our many blessings every day. It's something that I enjoy doing is even writing them down, is writing down my blessings day by day. And then going back and looking at them and seeing that, wow, look where I used to be and now where I am. So it's not where you used to be, it's where you are today, right? So I always say that, you've come a long ways. And a lot of people that are trying to get healthy with holistic health, that's what we're working on right now with the 5-step program that I have going on. And so I'm helping people with their mindset. I'm helping people get very, very healthy right now. Drinking lots of alkaline water is so super, super important. Lots of alkaline water every day is just amazing for you. So, anyways, so I appreciate everybody taking time to come on today. And this show is been 3 years old now. Just trying to get this off my phone here. Hold on just a minute. So anyways, sorry about that, but I'm waiting for my special guest to come in and there's some background noise, so I apologize. But Living a Healthy Lifestyle Show is about 3 years old and it got started on Facebook Live. I just started the show about 3 years ago and just started talking to people about their health, and it just expanded to the radio. Now we're on 106.1 Tan Talk Radio every Tuesday at 3:00. So, but I'd like to play a special song right now. Let's go ahead and play a special song, Bobby. Let's run the Living the Healthy Lifestyle thing while we're waiting for our guests to come in.
Okay, we want to play the open again.
Yes.
Okay.
Living that healthy lifestyle show. It's divine. It's your empowerment time. It's Living a Healthy Lifestyle Show with your favorite holistic health coach, Carrie Kay.
Living that healthy lifestyle show. It's divine. It's your empowerment time.
All right, guys. So welcome back to the show. I'm just waiting for my special guest to come on right now. And she hasn't been here. She's not here yet. So I'm going to talk about the 5-step program of Living That Healthy Lifestyle Show. Sorry about that. So mindset is really important. I talked about this last week. How many of us struggle with what's on your mind? What's the stinking thinking that's going on your mind? Are you thinking good thoughts? Are you thinking bad thoughts? What thoughts are you thinking? And so I go over with my clients about how important it is to, be thinking about what you're thinking about. And my guest that's going to be on here soon, she's written some songs and she's working with music right now. So hopefully she won't be too much longer. And my second step is alkalining your body with lots and lots of water and chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is amazing. You can get it at Sprouts. You can get it at any health food store. So I have been drinking that. I drink plenty of water and fruit every day, and to keep my body healthy. And the third step is you guys need to be eating healthy at least 5 days a week. So I've started on this plant-based lifestyle, which is totally amazing, where I eat very, very healthy about 5 times a week. I do all kinds of different recipes and things that, that are really, really good for me. I can make bell peppers so many different ways, like Southwestern bell peppers or any kind of bell peppers that you like. I chop up all kinds of different seafood things. I eat fish, rice. So I make a healthy meal every single night of the week and try to stay home and try to cook more. So how many of you guys are cooking more? How many of you are getting your nutrition that is really super important to your body? How many of you are drinking lots and lots of water, eating your greens, eating lots of really good vegetables? I started on this journey 3 years ago when I was really, really sick, and I'm not even really supposed to be here today, but the grace of God, I am here, and I turned my health around. And so I started this show to talk to you guys about holistic health and what you guys can do to turn your health around. Anyone that's out there right now listening that is hurting, it's all about trying to get in a good mindset of things that are going on in your life and try to create that mindset that says, I am healed. And so about 3 years ago, I created that mindset of, I am healed in Jesus' name. I am healed. And it did happen. I was able to turn all the health conditions that I had around. And I had lost weight, and I had my sugar levels were really, really high too. So our guest is still not here yet, so I do apologize. There she is. She's walking in the door right now. But exercise and sleep is really super important too. And I add that to my regimen every single day. I'm doing all kinds of things like going to the swimming pool and swimming. And I'm also walking my dog and doing all kinds of fun things. So, all right, our special guest is here today. Traffic in Florida is horrible, isn't it, Chinny? That's all right. So this is Chinny, and she's been on the show before. So we met at the beach about 3 years ago. And I was just telling everybody that your story is so amazing about how you turned everything around, like
what did you tell them already?
Well, you've come a long way just like I have, right?
Mm-hmm.
We both come a long ways. I mean, we're not where we used to be.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I don't know what you told them. I don't repeat myself.
I just said that you had turned some things around in your life, and you're on the track of getting healthy.
Yeah. Well, it's like a mind, body, spirit thing. So the first thing is, of course, getting your spirit to where it needs to be. And then everything else sort of falls into place. Like she might have mentioned my product, Mummy. Did you mention Mummy?
I did. I told them that you had created your own skincare. I told him I met you and we went to Bridgepoint together, Bridgepoint Church. So
yeah. And so once you start to get your sort of mind together where it needs to be, right, then you can start to get your body. The inside reflects the outside, of course. And so that's kind of what happened with me. I moved to Florida, and that was like sort of a spiritual experience. I needed to get rid of some baggage and some things, which we all have pruning. Even a tree, when you think about it, a tree or a small plant, a bonsai, it needs to be cut a certain way before it can grow more. And we all have that, no matter how beautiful or how not beautiful. We have knobby little things that need to like be cut off. So I had some pruning that needed to be done. And then I was ready to move off to Florida, and just new things sort of opened up, things that sort of were in my heart and I'd been working on. But, I do believe in Christ. And so I was praying on things, and just doors open, and I created Mummy, and I started doing music. I write music and work in the studio. But Mummy is a product that has just been growing, and word of mouth started spreading. And it's just that is what, life is, just growing and changing and allowing that change in your life.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Change is kind of difficult. It's been difficult for me. But then once I realized I was stuck, then I was like, I didn't want to be stuck anymore. I want to move on.
Yeah.
So, and through all of my health issues that I've had, I've been using that.
Yeah.
And wow, it's just really awesome.
We'll show you guys the product.
Yeah.
I brought like a couple of samples so you guys can see the product. And did you tell them about what it's done for you?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had a chance to yet, but I've had some, sometimes we've got really bad mosquitoes here. I mean, they could take you away. They're like the bird of Florida, the capital of Florida is the mosquito, I think.
Yeah.
Even though they're really tiny, some of them.
The deer of Florida are the alligators.
Yeah. So, but I was actually using that, and they don't like the smell of it either. So
it sort of repels them, right? A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But what I have is like you itch those, you get those mosquito bites and you itch them.
Yeah.
So I put this cream on my part that was itching or whatever, and it just seems like it went away and it just got it better. So
a little about how I created Mummy. I mean, I had the very itchy patches on my elbows from eczema, and some of it was nervousness. I get allergic eczema. And the doctor tried to get rid of it for 5 years, and that was scarring because it was constantly scratching. And I just got to the point where I got frustrated and I started to pray. That's that mind, body, spirit thing I talked about again. You don't care who you are, what you believe in. If you talk to God and you ask him and say, hey, help me, I am at my wit's end, he will answer you, and you just need to be open to those roads he's opening. And so I'd always worked with plants all my life. My grandfather taught me working with herbs, and I ended up creating Mummy. And I really felt that it was like just an epiphany. I have a lot of people ask me, and the scientists that I'm working with have asked me, well, how did you come up with this? It actually works. And I'm like, it was literally like an epiphany, and those things come from God. And so I mixed my ingredients together and, started working on this, and I started putting it on my elbows, and I started to see a change. At first I noticed the skin that had become very rough started to soften.
My skin did soften a lot. I had a lot of problems with breakouts.
And then it had scarring, like dark scarring. And I started noticing got lighter and lighter. And then one day my brother says to me, he says, he's talking to me on FaceTime actually. And he said, hey, where are your scars? And he's like, they look like they're gone or like almost gone. And I was like, oh my God, they're going. Like I hadn't noticed myself by using it that there was that much of a difference. And if someone else can see a change in your life and your health and your wellness, it's kind of like when you are working out, like, you're working out every day and you're still pinching yourself. You're like, oh, I could lose 3 more inches. And then somebody sees you who hasn't seen you in a long time, and they say, oh my gosh,
you've lost weight.
Yeah, what have you done? You're like, really? I do? And you're like, wait, I do. And you didn't even notice. So it was kind of one of those things with Mummy. And so, then I realized I was like, oh my goodness, it's healed my skin. And so then I had like a little line like on my forehead. And I spent my life earlier years as a model. And I was like, oh my goodness, absolutely not a can of line on my face. I was like, not yet, God, no. And so I decided with a little bit of Mummy I had left, which is an all natural based product, I put it on my forehead. I started putting it on my face, and I noticed within like a couple weeks, the line was gone. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is something. So then I started putting it all over my body, and I started to notice like little lines, wrinkles, spots. People have. I have people using it told me it's removed their age spots within a week. I've had people tell me if you go to my Mummy website on Facebook that it has removed lines and wrinkles. There's a woman that had wrinkles between her.
Your skin
chest.
is absolutely glowing too. It's so beautiful.
It's sort of one of those products, like it depends on what your problem is. And a lot of herbs work that way. It depends on what your particular problem is. And it sort of targets that. like you've had to heal certain things. I don't have age spots, but I have friends that heal their age spots, friends with deep, deep lines
Mhm.
that were going to get Botox and they don't get Botox because.
So isn't it true
there's a-
that there's just stuff out there that we could put together ourselves to help our bodies to do what the bodies are naturally supposed to do?
Yeah, and it works with your natural body
Yeah.
chemistry and what your body needs, and definitely softens and smooths your skin. So, I have this serum, which I can show you guys right here. I'm trying to show you guys,
Oh,
which is
the
brown.
camera's seeing them.
It's all natural. So it's brown. That's why it's all natural. There's absolutely
Smells so good
no preservatives
too.
in it. And the lotion, which is lighter colored and a lighter smell as well, if you like more fragrance free, and just a little less concentrated. And they both work in a similar way in that they work with your natural body chemistry. And yeah, it's just travel by word of mouth, less so even Facebook. At first I thought, oh, well, my friends are just buying this. And the next thing I know, my friends were sharing it with their sisters, and their sisters were calling me and saying, hey, I would like a bottle of that. I went to the beach and it stopped my skin from doing this, or that. And it kind of works as when you have wrinkles or lines, a lot of women have been buying it for that. Men have actually used it for their beards. They
wow.
They swear it was growing their beard, and like the men that have sparse beards.
I'll have to
it's
give
gonna be
some
even
to my
thicker.
husband.
Yeah, that is growing their beard and thicker.
And then we went to the beach today and I put a patch on you. Are you feeling more energy?
I think I was like mummy smooth and it fell off. So
Oh.
it fell off my leg.
Well, we were
with
at the
ball.
beach.
Yeah, we were at the beach. I was probably sweating.
Mhm.
Sweating.
Probably
Just
should have
like-
put it on a
fell.
little bit later, but did you feel energy?
I do feel more energetic. I feel like
Yeah.
I have a little more energy in that because I didn't sleep well last night. I like to stay up late, so that's always been something I do. But yeah, back to mummy. It helps you with your skin in many ways. It's like scaffolding. So
Mhm.
just like a building that has scaffolding, you need to uphold. The underside of the building needs to be strong for the outside of the building to look strong. It goes deep inside. It
Yeah.
does that. There's not the mineral oil that there is in a lot of products. It just sits on top of your skin.
Right.
And so, and I would love for you to have these samples.
Oh, thank you.
Carrie K.
Thank you very much. I love her stuff. So it's all part of holistic health. And, I've been talking a little bit about the light therapy patches and what they do. And they've been helping my body to just do what it's supposed to do, which is heal itself.
Mhm.
So, these modalities don't heal, treat, or cure anything. It's the body that heals itself. Wouldn't
Yeah,
you
yeah.
believe?
I think the body works with, the Bible says that God made plants for men's use. He made the herbs for that. So there are things that the body can use and works, to heal. And also part of it's your mind. Like I said, getting your mind in line with new things, being open.
Oh,
and getting your
yeah.
mind in line with
We were just
healing and
talking about
positivity.
mindset.
Have you ever met somebody, really negative and like, and the Bible also says, as you think, so you are. So if a person's really negative and you just go into the room with them and it's like this room is just like they
It sucks
suck
all
the
your energy,
and you're like, oh,
right?
I gotta get away with this person. What is it about this person? And it's the same thing with like, our mindset, when you go into whether you're using something, whether it's mummy or you're using something by Clarence from the department store, you have to go into with the mindset of I'm gonna be better.
Yeah.
When you go to work out, if you go in with the mindset, I'm going to be better, it makes you keep going to the gym. You keep going. It's the same thing. If you go, whether it's to church, if you're going to church, if you go in with, I'm going to learn something, I'm going to take something from this, I'm going to glean something.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. But if you go in with this really negative, it's that pruning thing. All the pruning things are, you pruned everything. Now you're this plant that has all these cut off little pieces, but are you going to grow new shoots? Are you going to think that way? Like, I'm going to grow? And so I think that's how any product, if you go in, they tell cancer patients all the time, my dad is actually very sick from cancer right now. And
Oh,
they
I'm
tell
so
him,
sorry.
but he was supposed to, they gave him about 2 weeks and he's still alive. And, people are like, how's your dad? Are you going to funeral? And I was like, was my dad still alive? It is your mindset. It is your mindset. Of course, everyone has their time, but so many things are your mindset. They tell cancer patients all the time that the positivity, the mindset. That is faith. That's a part of faith, like how we think of a thing.
Right.
We're
Exactly.
going into it open and being like, okay, I'm going to experience wellness and goodness from the
Well,
inside out.
that's part of my healing process too, and I'm
Mhm.
sure that's part of your healing
Yeah,
process.
definitely.
But I just when I got hit by the school bus in 2020, I just told myself, when they found the lump. I got to turn this around. I gotta start eating plant-based diet. I gotta start exercising. I gotta start sleeping more. It's just, and I gotta have a great mindset first and foremost. And thank God for my blessings that I am still here. And a lot of bad things could have happened from that. So it is all about mindset.
Yeah, you just have to have that positive thought process that you're going to conquer the day. You're going to conquer your skin. I remember being like younger. I will not tell my age because the lady never tells her age. But I remember people telling me all the time. They're like, when you get a certain age, you're going to be this size. Or, wait until you're my age. This will happen. And I had a positive mindset and I said, that's never going to happen. And then I created Mummy. And I can say to this day, I will see you in 20 years and I will be right here with you. And I'll be like, and you'll be like, yeah, she looks exactly the same. At a high school reunion, they're like, why do you look exactly the same? I'm like, because of your mindset, mind over matter, and having faith. Faith is, the hope of things that are not seen yet. And when you allow that in, whether it's with a skincare product, if you're really negative, you won't continue to use the product until it works.
That is true.
If you're really negative, you'll just say, oh, well, this weight's never going to come off. And so a lot of things start on the inside and what you think, and then they just transform you. And because you start to act then on what you think.
Oh, wow. That's great. Yeah.
That's so much of life and so much of growth and health and wellness. And skincare is about that and change. I mean, I was divorced and I came here and I didn't know what was going to happen. I drove here 16 hours. I'd never driven 16 hours in my life.
I drove 20 hours.
And I got you beat. I had my family calling me. Well, I'm not a good long distance driver. Like after a half an hour on the way here, after a half an hour, 20 minutes, I'm falling asleep. So I call it sleep drive. And people are like, what, you sleep drive? And I'm like, well, Jesus has the wheel because I certainly don't, because I don't know how I got here. So my family was constantly calling me. I got here, I was like, stayed in Airbnb. I was like, I'm going to start something new. And because of that mindset, starting something new. Like if you start skincare, if you use Mummy, I'm not saying that your mindset is going to be magical. If that's the case, you can just lay down and be like, think and grow rich, or think and be,
That's
20
a great
forever.
book, by the way, too.
It is a great book. Yeah. Napoleon Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
It is a good book. But, but your mindset is definitely going to affect how you use something, how regimented you are about it. And Mummy is something that if you do use it, you can look me up, like I said, on Facebook and instant message me. I am backed up on orders right now, but I will send you a sample. If you look me up on Facebook, it's MUMI, Face Skincare. And if you look me up on Facebook, I will definitely send you a sample.
All right. Give them your Facebook information and your information.
Okay. You can look me up under Chinnie, CHINNIE, or you can look me up under Mummy Skincare, and that's MUMI, and then skincare, one word, on Facebook. And that way I will be able to, if you instant message me, I will make sure that I get you a sample.
So you're writing songs and music. Tell us a little bit about that. We have a few more minutes left.
I've always written songs and music and poetry since I was a kid. And again, you have these dreams and these seeds in your heart, or things that were, maybe from long ago that were never pruned. And, you do different careers in your life. And then I moved here and was open to someone suggesting, hey, they heard me sing at karaoke and they're like, hey, you can sing. I'm like, oh, well, I did that a long time ago. The mindset again. Mm-hmm. And then there's like, oh, well, I've got this opportunity. I've got that opportunity. Hey, want to come in the studio? Next thing I knew, from being, again, open, I'm singing background for artists and being paid for that. I'm writing songs for people's music. I write the lyrics to their music.
Oh, wow.
And songs that I have that, I've just had catalog.
Will you help me finish the song, Walking with Jesus?
Yeah, of course. And,
I'm writing a song too.
And it was something that always came natural to me, but it was something that I kind of hid and did by myself. And then just more opportunity came open again, like that mindset being open after you're pruned. Am I going to grow shoots? Am I going to say no to something? Am I going to say no to trying Mummy? Am I going to say no to, whatever opportunity? I could have said no to coming here today.
Yeah, true.
So I'm not going to do that. But, instead you just learn to say yes. I said that to somebody who I know, a dear friend of mine, is a very negative person. And I was like, sometimes you just got to say yes. What's the worst that's going to happen? You jump into the water, your leg might get bit off by a shark, but you do have a great story to tell.
Amen. You and I've
We
known
can
each
start
other
back
for a
on.
while. We got some crazy stories, some crazy karaoke
I've been
stories.
blessed enough to travel the world and have some crazy stories, like including like having my passport taken, all kinds of craziness. But you'll have a great story to tell. And that's life is about a journey and a great story and about faith.
Everybody has a story.
Jump into the water is what I tell people. So jump into the water and contact me on Facebook and get your samples of Mummy.
So what are you looking forward to the future real quick? We got about another minute left. Are you going to have this packaged and
Yeah.
all that?
I'm looking forward to growing my skincare business. I do have a startup attorney who's helping me with, bringing it to market in a larger way because it's not in stores or anything yet, but bringing it to stores right now. It's, privately sold for me. Looking forward to, doing music in a greater way and flourishing in that, writing more.
Yay.
And eventually finishing my book and just flourishing, continuing to grow.
That's awesome. Well, I
being
appreciate you being on the show today. Sorry about the traffic and everything, but at least you got to share a little bit with us.
That's Florida. There was
So-
alligator crossing.
Yeah. Well, next week we have Marcy from Lifeway is coming on, and she's going to tell her amazing breast cancer story and how she was healed from her mindset and something that she uses, which is the light therapy patches. So we will be back on next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a great day and God bless.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Hey, everybody, this is Pastor Marsha McAllister from Beacon of Hope Ministries. We want you to join us on Sunday afternoons at